The last trial we're looking at today is a new one, so instead of any results, we're heading over to the United Kingdom and into the public water service industry itself with a new trial in the Climate Change Trial Reservoir. Here's ISLE's Nick Blamire-Brown, the manager of this trial, who's going to tell you about it.
Thanks, Joe. Yes, one of the most recent trials to kick off in the reservoir is between the Ireland-based technology company Aquamonitrix and the owner and operator of some of the largest wastewater treatment facilities in Europe, Thames Water. These two companies are embarking on a trial together to reduce the operational emissions and energy consumption associated with the activated sludge wastewater treatment process. Aquamonitrix have developed a technology that delivers online, real-time dissolved nitrite and nitrate concentrations to accuracy levels previously only achievable with laboratory instrumentation. By bringing this level of accuracy online and in near real time, Aquamonitrix analyzers can enable more efficient process control. This is really important for wastewater treatment plants, as over 2/3 of overall energy consumption can be attributed to aeration. Current practice for controlling these processes involves using fixed oxygen set points to ensure sufficient oxygen is supplied for treatment. However, this often leads to over-treatment and higher than necessary energy use. By using the Aquamonitrix analyzer instead, Thames Water are planning to control the process with real-time nitrite and nitrate measurements, which will allow them to optimize the process in 3 key areas: energy reduction, nitrous oxide emission reduction, and final effluent total nitrogen. Back in 2023, I was lucky enough to catch up with Colm Lynch, COO at Aquamonitrix, and Oliver Jeeves, research scientist at Thames Water, to find out more about what this trial has in store. Both companies put a huge amount of effort into this trial, so I asked them how they found the process and what they're hoping to get out of it.
Hi, I'm Colm Lynch and I'm the COO at Aquamonitrix. I'm Oliver Jeeves. I'm a research scientist at Thames Water, and we are working together with ISLE on a new trial.
We've gone through, I would say a prolonged process, but a very detailed process of arriving where we are today to start the trial reservoir. We're engaging with Thames Water and Oliver and his team internally to put together the agreement and then reading what the effects or what the impacts are for them and what happens at the conclusion of the trial. Really important pieces to have in place prior to starting.
So we're going to use nitrates and nitrites to improve and measure a lot of things relating to real-time control and nitrous oxide emission. That's both understanding them and improving them. We can get some additional energy savings out of real-time control, and we can understand better and potentially start to mitigate nitrous oxide with better understanding of our nitrogen composition. We can also prepare ourselves for future total nitrogen compliance. So we're expecting total nitrogen to be of interest from the regulatory side, whether that's nitrate, nitrite, or total nitrogen, I guess, is yet to be seen. So having something reliable that we can use to track these levels is essential. Also, the growing need to reduce our energy consumption, both for the climate and also for from a financial perspective. Any way that we can do that, and specifically tackles the aeration bucket, which covers most of the cost, for a water company, a wastewater treatment company specifically. So tackling energy and also beginning to get our books around greenhouse gas emissions and specifically nitrous oxide.
And I suppose then from Aquamonitrix side as a technology provider and effectively a startup and a small company, engagement in the trial reservoir is really, really important in terms of avoiding that valley of death in piloting, and it de-risks the trial for both ourselves and Thames as the end user by putting in place the KPIs to make sure that we achieve what we plan. So yeah, really important for us to engage in this.
The technology is due to be deployed on site imminently, and there's a great deal of excitement from both Aquamonitrix and Thames Water to start exploring how this data can enable the desired changes in process control. The trial is due to run for a full year, so I'll be sure to come back and share more information as it develops. But for now, back to you, Joe.
Thank you to Colm, Oliver, and Nick for explaining what you're going to be doing and why. Definitely one to watch.